Have you ever engaged in a serious debate over which is better, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Have you ever played Smash or Pass using only characters from Star Wars and Marvel movies? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we have the podcast for you. Listen to The Steam Gentleman, the podcast where an expert panel convenes to ask the questions about pop culture and social commentary that other podcasts are afraid to ask. Listen to The Steam Gentleman on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Fans International Association is back. That's right, the premier fan club association of the 1970s and 1980s has been revived and is back in business. Join today. It's free at thewfia.org. That's thewfia.org. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/WFIA 1969. Welcome back once again, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I am your host, Brad Drake, and this is the World Wrestling Association. The WWA has been crawling and creeping out of the cellar, everybody, and becoming more and more popular. We are, well, what are we? We're about 9 months into our save here. We started in May of 1987. Here we are in February of 1988, and the WWA is completely out of the red. We are healthy, and we have begun running spot shows. In our situation here, we've actually been running spot shows at the same location every other week in Chicago at St. Ignatius High School. The WWA was known for co-promoting the city of Chicago with the AWA, and we are somewhat, once again, recreating that here in the save. So, St. Ignatius High School in Illinois, Chicago, Illinois to be precise. Here we go. 950 is our max. We're predicted to get up to 1,300 fans here. So why don't we try to maximize this and see if we can get a bigger crowd. And we will slim this up to say 950 and go from there. Okay, what can we get in Chicago? We can run Farragut, which is big. We could run Morgan Park High School. That's probably what we're going to go with here. Navy Pier Ballroom, a little too big for us. We're trying to stay in the actual city of Chicago. Whitney Young. That's in Waukegan. So there you have it. We're going to run Morgan Park High School. All right, now, since these are spot shows, I'm going to make this adjustment. There we go, Morgan Park High School. Since these are spot shows, we're only running 4-match cards. All right, so we are maximizing profit with the smallest amount of work. Because remember, a true spot show would be the high school or whatever association we're working with would pay up front, do all the legwork, and then they would take home the gate, whereas we would get an upfront payment. Obviously, we can't truly recreate that in this game. This is about the closest to it that we can do. So let's take a look and see if there's any absent workers for tonight. Nothing but what we expect. Backstage incidents. Kelly Kiniski has got himself in some trouble by not showing up with his road agent. We're going to give him a stern warning. Tasmaniac has been taken as a protege by El Bracero, and that is a heck of a guy to learn from. And here we have further protege work. So everything is healthy here in the WWA. Not bad stuff at all. All right, let's take a look at our card. Remember, we are not going to see the greatest of cards for a spot show. So here we go. We have Derrick Dukes against Nick Kiniski. Abdullah the Great is going to battle Fred Curry. The Nasty Boys will meet the Strong Brothers in the semi-main. In our main event, everybody, DJ Peterson is going to battle Dr. D, David Schultz. One thing I used to do in my old AWA save was actually turn the spot shows over to less than shows. I'm not doing that yet with the WWA because we do need these paydays, and what we're doing is pretty realistic. So we're going to keep it that way. I may change things up a little bit, but I'm not entirely certain. So after that card rundown, everybody, with all that information, let's get to booking. Here we go. Dukes versus Nick Kiniski in the opener. We can make sure we put N Kiniski. And I think the opener's 14 minutes, right? Let's double check. It is. All right, so here we go. Derrick Dukes and Nick Kiniski. Not Kelly Kiniski, so I almost got clicked on the wrong Kiniski. Here's Nick Kiniski, and this one is booked, everybody. All right, up next, sir, we have Abdullah the Great and Flying Fred Curry. This one's going to go 16. Abdullah versus Curry. Abdullah the Great's a pretty versatile wrestler for us. He can do a lot of things. One thing he's not going to do is win this match. Fred Curry is going to get the win here, everybody. Fred Curry is a very talented second-generation wrestler, and I really like having him here with us with the WWA. All right, the Nasty Boys are up against the Strong Brothers. They are going to go 18 here. Oh, we can plug and play with them. All right, here are the Nasty Boys. Here are the Strong Brothers. And we can auto-name this one. We're going to give the win here to Lance Strong. Here's the victory for the Strong Brothers. And here's our big main event, everybody. 25 minutes. And we have Peterson versus Schultz. Here is DJ Peterson. And here is Dr. D, David Schultz. All right, David Schultz is going to get the win. And of course, because he's a no good dirty heel, he is going to get that win by cheating. No doubt about it. This one, everybody's in the books. We're at 81 minutes, so just short of an hour and a half for this spot show. Again, it might be a little bit short. Again, it might be a small crowd, but I'm sorry, a small card, a small roster for the card. But this is not uncommon for how spot shows worked. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this show. We're going to see how we do here, everybody. All right, Derrick Dukes beats Nick Kiniski here with that missile dropkick. 47 overall for Starfire himself. Abdullah the Great and Fred Curry. And Fred Curry also gets the win with a missile dropkick. I'd imagine both those men are on the same batch of moves. We have to make a little bit of a change. All right, up next, the Nasty Boys, the Strong Brothers, get a nice 60. That's a good score for a tag match here. I like it. Might have something between these two teams. All right, let's take a look at the takeaways. Just some inexperience. That's a good thing. A good solid match here. I like it. And here we go with our big main event, and DJ Peterson loses to David Schultz. David Schultz gets the win with that sleeper hold after blatantly cheating. And that is a classic deed that a heel would do, is knock out his opponent with a weapon or something like that, and then use the sleeper for a victory. The man's unconscious. The referee doesn't know any better. He thinks he put him to sleep with the sleeper. Match is over. All right, 73 overall. Let's take a look at our takeaways. Stamina and inconsistency are our penalties, but I'll take it. All right, we're going to finish this one up. 71 overall. That's good. So we are increasing in popularity once again in the Great Lakes region, and we also just took home a bundle of cash. I'm considering making these less than or making a permanent show every other week in Chicago. So stay tuned, everybody, and I'll figure out what it is I want to do. but I probably will make a move on that here, one way or the other. Let's take a look at our finances. We're at $35,000 ahead right now for the month, so that's good. We're $155,000 overall, so that's good. You can see where we started out. That was 200 and some $1,000 in debt, but now we have creeped up and out of the way here. All right, let's do a title check. And as we know, Scott Rechsteiner has held that title since August of 1986. So he is creeping towards a 2-year title reign. And I think he's already the longest reigning WWA World Heavyweight Champion in history. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain he is at this point. And our tag team champions, of course, are still Jerry Blackwell and Baron von Raschke. And they have had that title since May of 87. So they are coming up on 1 year of their reign. Let's check the prestige. So they've taken that title from 36 up to a 41, a whole 5-point change. That's pretty impressive. And how has Scott Rechsteiner done? 46 to a 52. So he has also carried this belt straight up with prestige. So we got really good stuff here. Let's take a look around the game world. Alexis Smirnoff is injured. He's older at this point. Yeah, he's 40. West 4 ran a show at the Friendship Center. All right, WWF Snuka over Bundy in the main event. It's a pretty good main event. Spokane Coliseum in Washington. 80 overall and a sellout. Good for them. Oh, already clicked on that. Then I accidentally double-clicked on it. Wow, Crockett was off. In a rare occurrence, Jim Crockett Promotions was off. Let's check out this Friendship Center show and see how awful it was. Mad Dog Pelican over Soldat Ustinov in the main event. Pelican is 48 years old here. I had to build WFWA from scratch because obviously it wasn't the game. So it was interesting to find all these wrestlers' photos. Tony Condello, of course, is the owner of West 4 Wrestling Alliance. Check this out. Mike Rotunda is the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Fair enough. Iron Duke and Dave Moreau. Of course, Iron Duke is also refereeing in the AWA as Jim Mitchell. He's only 27. Might eventually bring the Iron Duke into WWA. I have to think about it. You can tell I did not get very good pictures for a lot of these wrestlers. But what are you going to do? The High Rollers over Red Tyler and Terminator Riggs. So obviously Ricky Rice and Ace Brandon are the High Rollers. Ricky Rice Canadian? No, he's an American. So is Red Tyler. Working up there in Canada. Ace Brandon is Canadian. So. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for us for this episode. For those of you that are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also make sure that you hit that. I already said that. You already told you to hit the subscribe button. I got distracted. Pause this, everybody. There's new champions in ICW. There are new champions. Damage Inc. has won the ICW tag team title. We got to see who Damage Inc. is. All right, there you go. Oh boy. It's Bruiser Brody with Cousin Jr. Oh, that's an awful combination. What an awful combination. All right, so that's going to once again, it's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then make sure you drop us a line below. Let us know how you found the channel and what you think of us so far. For those of you that are looking for us on social media, you can find us on Facebook.com/groups/1987Supermod. You can also find us over on Reddit under the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. And don't forget, everybody, we are also available on Discord. That is under 1987 Supermod. And my friends, don't forget, we have a great Patreon page. Check us out, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. You can get all of our shows early and ad-free. You can get all of the access to our spreadsheets. You can also get access to the database for version 10.1 of the Supermod. That's right, download, plug in, and play, everybody. and you will also get all of our content early and a lot of added features, everybody. I'm a bit tongue-tied, as you can tell, so I'm going to close this down right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you next time.